Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far. So today I'm back doing a video I have done before, but with all new products. So I'm going to be talking to you about 10 products that are pricey but offer great value for money for one reason or another. So they're not just products that I think are amazing and therefore justify the price, but for one reason or another, each of these products offers better value for money than you might think when you look at the price point. So let's get started. So as I said, I have done this video before, so hopefully all of these products are different from the ones I included in the last video. I think they are, but at the same time, a lot of time has passed, so you know, I forget. But first up is the NARS face palettes. Now I've got this one, this is the Hot Fix palette, but I also own the Overlust palette from NARS, and really I'm just talking about the NARS face or cheek palettes in general. I feel like these offer really good value for money, given that they are, you know, maybe £15 more than a single blush from a lot of high-end brands. And you get, I mean, in here in the Overlust palette, 6 pans. And yes, the pans are generally slightly smaller depending on the brand, but you get 6, or in here 4 products for the price of like 1.5. I feel like face palettes a lot of the time offer great value for money because you get to try a whole load of different shades or different products within them. The Charlotte Tilbury face palettes also have eyeshadows. So those products for me, if you want to try a product from a brand or try your first high-end product overall, a face or cheek palette is just a great place to start because you're going to get to try a load of products in one place for much better value than if you went out and bought 3 blushes and a highlight, or 3 blushes, 3 highlights, or 6 blushes, or a bronzer, a blush and a highlight, whatever it is. It's definitely a really great way to try a load of products at a better price point than if you bought all single individual products. And NARS can do cheek products. They can do cheek products. That is something you can count on. Next up, this Olaplex hair oil. So this is the number 7 bonding oil, and I wasn't like fully convinced when I first got this. You can see it's down to about here now. I just felt like I'm going to go through this in a month, and it's expensive. I don't really care about my hair, if we're being real, that much. Certainly not as much as I like to spend time on my makeup. I literally just barely ran a brush through my hair today, and that's a good day. So this was kind of one of the first products I really invested in my hair. My hair is long. I'm not getting the opportunity to have it cut very often these days because every time I decide I'm going to get it cut, we're in lockdown again and you can't have a haircut. So it's, you know, at best once a year at the moment, if you're lucky. And so I decided to pick this one up and just start looking after my hair and trying to get less dry, less split ends, less frizziness on the ends where my hair is drier. And this was what I decided to give a go. I think this was based on Tara Lynn's recommendation because she raves about this and she's got glorious hair. So yeah, I started using this and my mind was blown, and actually it's lasted so much longer than I thought it would. You can see like how much is left. I mean, it doesn't look like very much, but it's about maybe a quarter of the bottle, and you only use like 3 or 4 drops of this, and I use this probably 3 times a week, maybe more, every time I wash my hair certainly, and then a couple of times in between washes as well, and it just transforms my hair. All the dryness, all the straw-like feel to the ends that I get, all the frizziness flyaways is tamed, and it's just so effective. And I use it on my daughter's hair as well. It's so light. You know, she's 6. She hasn't got a lot of thick hair. She's got fine young girl hair, so it's fine. You know, it can get really dry. She doesn't take very good care of it. I'm just constantly trying to get a brush through it, and it's just light enough to be used on her hair as well. And it's just, I can't recommend it highly enough. It's great value for money because it will just last you for such a long time that you're probably only going to have to repurchase it, depending on your hair length, a couple of times a year. Next up, the Charlotte Tilbury mascara. And the reason I feel like this one is such good value for money, one, because you can easily do top and bottom lashes. You can easily do an everyday or a mega dramatic eye look, depending on your preference. So it's quite versatile as far as mascaras go. But the main reason I feel like this offers such great value for money is because it lasts for months, like no other mascara I've ever used. This literally lasts for months. I ended up throwing away my original one just because I felt like I should, because it was like 3 months old and I've been using it to death and it never faltered. It never went off or got bad or went old or dried out or just stopped performing the way I wanted it to from the first to the last use. And I really didn't need to throw it away. I just felt like it was time. And I should. So I got a new one. But it is just, you just get such a long amount of use out of it and it just lasts and lasts and lasts and still performs, which is quite rare for a mascara. But if you went pounds to use, this would be exceptional value for money. Now for a foundation. This is the Tom Ford Soft Matte Foundation. The only foundation with the word matte in it that I've ever really raved about in my whole life. And yeah, the reason I feel like this offers great value for money, I mean, one, it's like half the price of his Shade and Illuminate foundation. So that was, you know, for a start. But second of all, it's the most versatile foundation. There's no SPF, so it photographs beautifully. It's very long wearing. It is all the best things about a matte foundation, as in you get the coverage is right there. Boom. You don't need very much to get that coverage, like 1 or 2 pumps, a full face, medium to full coverage. But it will also be perfect for like an event because it doesn't have bounce back. It photographs beautifully. It's neither too matte nor too glowy for any occasion you like, and it wears very, very well. So if you just wanted to buy one foundation and have it tick every box and have it be perfect for every occasion, this is the one. You know, you could have one foundation for life if you get on as well with this one as I do, and you know, it'd be perfect for every single day that you could possibly imagine, even the days like now where you're just shut in your house homeschooling. It's perfect. Next up, an eyeshadow palette, and this is Beige from Natasha Denona. You guys know how long it took me to press the button on this little bad boy. The reason I feel like this is an expensive palette, I paid like 2/3 of the price because it was on massive sale. So for me, even more worth the money because I didn't pay full price. Definitely wait for a sale, get a discount, because it is a palette that's been around for a long time. So never pay full price. Never pay full price for products that aren't new or limited edition. So anyway, I digress. But yeah, so this is the Neutrals Everyday palette. It's the one. You don't need 10 others. Buy this one and you'll never need another palette that does all of this in your life. The pans are big, there's a lot of product and there's a lot of options. Again, if you're a makeup artist, there are shades for every skin tone in here that do that one thing, that soft glam, that natural, that no makeup, that everyday neutral look. On any skin tone, on any age. They're beautiful shadows, beautiful quality. And like I said, it's one palette for life. You don't need another one. I could quite happily, if I didn't have my channel and have the need for some variation, I'd quite happily declutter like 10 palettes because I now only feel like I need this one because it gazumps all of the others when it comes to quality and performance and versatility and all of the above. So if you are just starting out your collection and you want one palette to rule them all, this is the one. You actually will save money in the long term by investing in one that just does it all. Next up, a Pricey fragrance that is quite new to me, but I've already noticed actually offers great value for money, and this is Parfums de Marly's Eau Jean. Talked about this in, was it my January favourites video? I picked this up about a month ago and I just absolutely love it. It's just the most beautiful heavenly scent. I can never get the lid off. Oh, I just die. It's sexy, rich, warm, spicy, but somehow feminine and masculine at the same time. Just live for it. I live for it. But the reason why I feel like this is such good value for money, I mean, one, the size of this bottle, this is 125 mils. I think the largest other perfume I own is 100 mils, and lots of fragrances, especially niche fragrances, expensive luxury fragrances, you get 50 mil for like the same price as this. 125 mil. So yes, it's expensive, but that's a huge bottle. And this fragrance is like a 1, maybe 2 sprays max perfume. So this is literally going to last you for the rest of your life. you know, depending on how old you are. Next up, a bronzer that I feel offers some great value for money, and it's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. Now, the reason I feel like this offers such great value for money, yes, it's a great bronzer. I love it. It's the bronzer I'm wearing today. It's probably my favourite bronzer. I live for it. I've been using this, you know, I've been using this so much, and I can't even see a dent in it. So it's going to last you a long time. You don't need much. It's very buildable. You can't really go wrong. It's kind of mistake proof, for me at least. But the main reason why I feel like this offers great value for money is because it's refillable. So you'll never have to pay this full price again. So once you've gone through this, or you start to hit pan or whatever, you can pop it out and just pay for the refill, which is significantly less than buying a full bronzer with this gorgeous packaging. So you will just never have to pay full price again, and you can just continue to buy the refills and save your money, honey, which is a win, isn't it? I love a refill, let me tell you. I just think that's fantastic. Next up, the Pat McGrath Under Eye Setting Powder. This is my lighter shade. Now, these are such a low price point for the brand. They're not cheap by any means, but a lot less than I thought they were going to be priced, because it's only Diddy. But at the same time, you know, I use this every single day to set my concealer, because it's designed literally for setting concealer under eyes, you know, where you put your concealer, you know where it goes. You're just never going to go through it quickly. So, you know, for a product from Pat McGrath to be starting with a 2 and only have 2 digits, that's a bonus for me. I mean, it's cheaper than a lipstick from her. It's cheaper, I think, than her mascara, or around about the same price. So for a powder, and one that is going to last a really long time, a deceptively long time, because when you get it, you think it's really Diddy. There's a lot of product in here, and being a pressed powder, you use a tiny amount. You only need a tiny amount of this. It will last you a very, very long time. I haven't had to repurchase my lighter shade yet. I've repurchased the medium. That's the one I use more often, and I use it every single time I do my makeup. And yeah, it's not only amazing, but it's a much more affordable price for the brand, and it's going to last you a very long time. So great value for money. And last but not least, giving a little polish on the old elbow as usual, and then I go and put a fingerprint straight back on it. Brilliant. I was trying to open it upside down. What a moron. So last but by no means least, this is the Chanel Fleur de Printemps blush and highlight duo. And not only this product from Chanel, this specific one, I feel like these cheek duos, the Chantecaille cheek duos, that also represent, I feel like, the same kind of value for money. I mean, any of these duos that you get from brands, they tend to be either the same price as like a bronzer, or only a few pounds less, and yet you get 2 products, a blush and a highlight. And yes, they are slightly smaller pans, but again, these are baked gelée formulas. You're really, I mean, I don't want to say never, but you realistically aren't hitting pan on either of these products for the foreseeable future. Like, this is going to last you longer than the use by date, the expiration date, if anyone ever pays any attention to those. I know I don't. But yeah, you aren't going to get through this anytime soon at all. And you're paying, again, maybe £10 more than you would for one of these products from the same brand, and certainly from other competitors. So yeah, I feel like these duos, it's a great way to have, or to try, a blush and a highlight from the same brand for much less than if you bought 2 full-size products from the same brand. I think they offer a perfect solution to lots of things like travel, just condensing, keeping your collection small, having more versatile products for if you're traveling, or you have to do your makeup downstairs and things like that, or at work. I know that happens. Some people go to the gym before work. I know I'm definitely in that camp. But yeah, I just think that these kind of duo products, a bit like the NARS face palettes, they offer great value for money, because it's a 2 for 1, almost a 2 for 1 deal. I've only got 9. Well, I've only got 9 products. What's the 10th? And for reals, last but not least this time, I was just joking the time before, for reals, last but not least, this is the Risque Rosé Quad from Pat McGrath. Out of breath. I just had to run all the way upstairs. So again, a bit like her powder, this is a product that is far more affordable than, say, her Mothership palettes. Obviously, you get less shadows in here, so that's why it is cheaper, and you don't get quite the luxe packaging that are in her Motherships, but at the same time, this one in particular, the quality in here is like nothing else. You've got a full look or 2 or 3 in this palette. It's very, very versatile, and you get one of each of her formulas. You get a satin, a matte, a shimmer, and a special shade, Italian made. I think this is such great value for money and the perfect first dip of a toe in the Pat McGrath pond, if you dare. It's a slippery slope, let me tell you. But yeah, if you were going to buy your first product from Pat McGrath, this is the one that I would recommend. I just think it's gorgeous, it's special, it's unique. It's obviously going to last you, but I just love the versatility of it, despite the fact that it's only a quad. And I think that for that reason, it's a great investment. It's great value for money because you get more bang for your buck because it's only a quad, but she is mighty. So there you have it. Those are my 10 pricey products that I think are totally worth the money, that offer a great value for money and are worth the investment. Please let me know what products you think are great value for money and like kind of have like a hidden saving somewhere and that are worth the investment, and let's share our ideas in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'd love to see you in the next one. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye.